The Prince George Flying Club has lots of great members here in Prince George and lots of very cool planes with cool histories. We're going to talk about one today, the Tiger Moth. Learn the story of how it impacted Canadian soldiers abroad and hear that from someone who is very, very, very much an expert on this and the history of this plane, specifically here in Prince George, coming up on CKPG Today.
My name is Stanley Burchett. I served in the U.S. Navy from 1964 to 1969 and became a Vietnam veteran when I served on 50-foot patrol crafts in Vietnam. I patrolled the rivers and along the ocean. What our job was there was to stop the travel of arms for the North Vietnamese Army. After I got out of the Navy, I came to Prince George, came back home. I was born Canadian and I have a dual citizenship. So that's how I ended up in the Navy.
What a magical opening for a magical plane housed here at YXS by Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous plane, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about it here for those who don't know. A Tiger Moth, but some of the specs, tell me about it.
Sure. Well, this is a 1938 Tiger Moth that was built for pilot training in the Second World War. So open cockpit biplane, designed to train the pilots on the bigger Spitfires and stuff to learn to fly from the back. So the student pilot actually sits in the back and the instructor sits in the front. When you're flying solo, we fly it from the back.
Oh, wow.
This airplane was built in Hatfield, Herefordshire in England, and it was brought over in 1969 by Dr. Coburn and McBride. Wow. He had it shipped here to Prince George, had it assembled, flew it to McBride, and then they did some work there and flew it. They flew it 10 or 15 hours a year, not very much, but every year, and it was in a dry, dark hangar. So a friend of mine, Gary Wright, and I picked it up in 2016. The doctor was selling it, and yeah, we've been flying it around McBride and Prince George ever since.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
How does it fly? Pretty good for an old girl?
Yeah, the engine in this is an inverted 4-cylinder Gypsy Major, 145 horsepower, and it flies at about 80 miles an hour, so nice and slow. It's fully aerobatic. We go out and do loops and rolls. And
yeah, I noticed your shirt. I rolled one with Chris.
Yeah,
They're around.
Yeah. Oh, and then mine's different.
Yours says, "Come fly with me."
Yeah, that's mine.
I like it. You got the shirts to boot. But were you always a Tiger Moth kind of guy?
Not
how did you
really.
discover it?
I mean, I grew up in McBride, and then Gary Wright, who was partners in it. Sadly, he's passed since, but we went to school together, and his dad was a pilot, and he grew up around the Tiger Moth. I was a pilot since my early 20s, but I mean, he just said, "Wow, we should buy that," and I said, "Well, if you're in, I'm in," and then the rest is history, as they say.
Is this the original paint and stuff on here?
No, this airplane was all the fabric and paint was redone in the early 70s, and in McBride, and then we repainted the metal, but the fabric is from the early 70s and the paint from there.
And now, okay, so tell me, as people get a little bit closer to the cockpit here, I guess, and controls, lots of this stuff looks very original.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that's one thing we're doing is everything in here is original.
Wow.
Even the compass, this is the old, they're like a ship compass. You loosen this and it just...
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's a little different than your newer style compasses.
Because I remember when the B-17 stopped here in Prince George for the air show a while back, and it had one of those as well.
Yeah.
Part of that era.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
What was the learning curve to fly this? Was there anything different other than different planes?
Well, it's a tail dragger first of all, and so I have lots of tail dragger time from previous. So It's a real high lift airplane with the 4 wings. The other unique thing is it doesn't have any brakes and it doesn't have a tail wheel. It only has a tail skid because it's designed to fly out of a square field into the wind with wing walkers. And so really it's very maneuverable on the grass, not so much on the pavement. The pavement's like being on an ice rink because there's no steering at the back, but it's amazingly controllable in the grass. This airplane was actually used in the British Air Force, and it was used to train pilots. It came over in 1969, got registered in 1972, and since then the other pilots only did about 200 hours on it, and we've only done about 300. I mean, our flights are short. We do 20-minute flights. It takes quite a while to add up.
One thing I did want to ask about this.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we just put it up here because for the comments and stuff, but in the Second World War earlier, the pilots had it around their neck and they'd flow out the back and flap away. So
it's for the optics today.
So yeah, I don't wear it, but we just have it attached so it looks like I am.
I like it. Yeah, right attached into the seat. And then the helmet. This is pretty cool. I feel like you must like the color yellow.
So that wasn't intentional. I mean, I have a 1964 Chevelle that's not here, and it was yellow, and then we just bought it, and then it happened to be the exact same color as the Tiger Moth. We bought that like this, and then we painted the RV6 I bought in my motorcycle. So it kind of grows on you. It wasn't really my color, but it is.
You just have to imagine, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids climbing into the rear cockpit. They've never flown before, and this airplane taught them how to fly.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
Now into a different generation here, Chris. RV6.
Yep. So this is, these airplanes are they're home-built airplanes. They were designed in the 70s. This is a 2022 RV6. So it takes the year of the builder.
Oh, wow.
I had this built. I'm not a builder by trade. So a friend of mine, Doug Tomlinson, he built it out in Saskatchewan. He picked it up. It was about the 4th owner. Commonly, these airplanes, they're a lot of work. So people will work on them, and then life gets in the way. So he finished it. It's fast. So we like it. It's 2-place. It's about a 200-mile-an-hour airplane, so we can get around pretty quick. And fully aerobatic. Also, it'll come out of 500 feet of grass. So it's short field capability and as well as aerobatic and fast, which is usually 3 different airplanes.
Wow.
So yeah,
it's an all-in-one.
it is. Yeah.
In this cockpit. Oh,
So-
that's how it opens. I was wondering if it was gonna
So it
flip or how.
just slides back, and then these are the more modern avionics. Although these aren't as modern as the brand new ones, it's still. But you can see, I mean,
A lot of
we have
digital,
a regular compass and digital, and now we have the iPad on it. And,
No.
yeah,
Gotta ask you, would you rather fly this one, even though it's a little newer, or the Tiger Moth?
I like them both.
You
They're
like 'em
just
both, okay,
different, right?
yeah.
And I also fly a Citation jet for a living, so
Okay.
sometimes it's nice to get in all the different ones, right?
The other thing I wanted to tie in was, of course, you guys are planning on doing a little bit of a flyover for Remembrance Day.
That's right.
You got the Tiger Moth lined up, or this one, or both?
We're going to take the Tiger Moth.
Okay.
All going well. I mean, we have flown the Tiger Moth on Remembrance Day a couple times. There's a video on YouTube with a friend of mine, Stan the Merchant. He's a Vietnam vet.
I like it. Okay, well, now I hear Ray is a Tiger Moth guru himself.
Ray is,
so
yep.
I think that's how we should wrap this up, by talking about the plane that we came here to see, the Tiger Moth. Thank you so much for your time today, Chris, and good luck on Remembrance Day.
Yeah, thank you.
This thing is a work of art in so many ways, just like our new friend Ray as well. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're like a Tiger Moth guru, we were saying.
Well, I've read a lot about it. It's my favorite airplane in the entire world, and it's just a wonder to me. I'm just feel privileged to be ground crew and just to spend time with it.
So why is it your favorite plane in the world, Ray?
I've been in love with this plane since I was a kid. I got one of those little Airfix models.
Yep.
And just the look of the plane is just amazing to me. It's the most beautiful creation that man has come up with.
It is pretty stunning when it comes out of the hangar. I mean, what we showed you today, it's just something that kind of takes your breath away.
Oh,
really.
yeah, it's the history, it's the art, it's an icon of its time.
It sure is. And okay, we were talking about the engine here a little bit too.
Yes.
Interesting in itself.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Talk to me about how it's interesting.
Well, it's 1920s technology that kind of migrated into the 30s. It's a four-cylinder inverted, so the cylinders are on the bottom, the crankshaft is on the top.
Oh, wow.
Now, the predecessor of this plane is the Gypsy Moth.
Okay.
And it was installed. The same engine was installed right side up, so the cylinders were
interesting.
up, and the crankshaft was down. But that did two things: it put the cylinders right in the view of the pilot, and like the pilot's view
Then
in a
you're
tail
leaning on a
dragger.
lot of leaning.
Yeah. So the pilot's view in a tail dragger is not that great to begin with, but you put a bunch of cylinders in front, makes it even worse. Plus, it put the crankshaft lower, which puts the prop lower and puts it closer to the ground, which is not a great thing.
No.
Every flight in this plane is just a wonder.
I was going to ask you this, Ray, as we wrap this up here. We're talking a lot about Remembrance Day today, of course. It brings this plane topical every single year for what it's done and the contributions. But what do you think people should be thinking about when they see this fly over the cenotaph here in Prince George Remembrance Day? Well,
as Chris's wife Lola mentions to most of our guests, you just have to imagine, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids climbing into the rear cockpit. They've never flown before, and this airplane taught them how to fly, and then they went off to Hurricanes, Spitfires, Lancasters, and won the war.
I just want to show you one thing. This is my favorite. These are the pilot handling notes. These modern airplanes have huge booklets. This is very unique and to the point. And this is my favorite one, is inverted gliding 69 knots or 80 miles an hour. So that's when you turn it upside down. The engine stops getting fuel, but it can just glide, and it's a published speed. So
that's pretty good. I've seen pieces of furniture with less instructions.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
The same.
Yeah.
Learn to fly.
That's another unique thing that they say about the Tiger Moth. It's a very safe aircraft because it'll only go fast enough to just barely kill you.
That's right.
We are back again for day number 4 of the Power Play Getaway here on CKPG. Your local chance to call the shot with some Caribou Cougars, Northern Capital Stars. And on your screen, we are going to receive the result from yesterday. Did you call the shot correctly? Riley Lettington headed in, and he looked like he was preparing to do quite the move. Pulls back the puck, flips it up, and he bats it out of the air. Oh my God! But he didn't score because it went just over the net off the crossbar. Oh, mercy. Boy, what an effort, though, from Riley Lettington. He gets stone cold by the crossbar, a mixture of him and Aiden Bouchard. Okay, so if you said Riley wouldn't score, you were right. Now it's time to see Easton Goulet for shot number 2 of this Power Play Getaway. He's from the Peace Country up in Fort St. John, and he is 0 for 1 in the Power Play Getaway so far. He comes in here with a little bit of speed, slows down with a little bit of a toe drag, fake, with the leg lifting. Will he score? Won't he score? Well, that's for you to decide, and your chance to win some tickets here, folks. Will he score or won't he? A huge shout out to our sponsors for making this contest possible: the Rosedale on Robson, the Prince George Airport, YXS, Living Well on Ospika Boulevard, the Prince George Spruce Kings, and Interior Off-Road. Enter your guesses online now at ckpgtoday.ca. Carrier Sekani Family Services in northern British Columbia offers plenty of opportunities for training and learning, and we were lucky enough to take a little bit of Guna cultural training ourselves here on the show. And I took it with Barbie and Diana and learned a lot along the way. But first of all, before we start talking about that, I wanted to give you the chance to introduce yourself here, Barbie.
My name is Barbie Skellin, and we always begin by acknowledge our heritage system. And so I sit with the Laxilio clan, which is the Little Frog clan, the cute ones, and also I come from the House of Many Eyes, and my traditional name is Yahali. So thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. Diana?
Yeah, and my name is Diana Mold, and I am one of the facilitators of the No Guna training, and it's a pretty amazing program, and I think everyone should take it.
Yeah, so the Guna cultural training was really an eye-opener to me because, and thank you guys for coming in today as well, I should start by saying that, but an eye-opener for me because I feel like here in Prince George, going to school here in Prince George in Clay-Tenay territory, you learn a little bit about the Clay-Tenay, but not necessarily all of the nations that we have in the Carrier Sekani family, which stretches far and beyond. But maybe kind of just start me with a little bit about the training for the viewers, folks who haven't gotten the chance to take it, what it kind of all encompasses.
So first of all, let's understand the concept that's related to our culture. We are a carrier nation across the 11 First Nations communities that we provide services to and programs. And so the important piece here is to have some awareness of our culture, and also people who work with us. We also ask to say, what culture do you come from? And so I'm going to let Diane take over.
Yeah, very interactive is what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, the program itself is very experiential, and it gives people an opportunity to look at their own lens on when it comes to working with First Nations people. And the other beautiful thing is that when it comes to, the training itself really focuses on the Carrier Sekani, as Barbie said. However, it really does really open the eyes of all the participants on no matter where they come from, whether they're First Nations or non-First Nations. It's just a really opportunity to kind of say, you know, how do I you know, put my foot in both worlds? And Barbie actually has an amazing way of sharing how that works for us.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when we were, Diane and I and Sarah, we always honor Sarah. Sarah was one of our elders that her and I came together with Marlena, and we did a lot of work in developing this program. And so we were talking about how even this works for us decolonizing, and having the best of both worlds. And so in saying so, we share our history, and when we say history, it's about our pre-contact. And basically, we were very self-sufficient back in the day, and then how we got decolonized. And so, in a lot of the good program around cultural safety and humility is very important for for non-First Nations and our own First Nations who come to work for Carrier Sekani.
Yeah, I would say that because, you know, for folks wondering, like, this is about, like, folks like the Takla Nation, Stalatin, Nikosley, Sykas, like, all of these nations west of Prince George, that, yeah, you might not hear or know the origin story of, but you definitely get a taste of that, and in an interactive way. And I think for lots of people, it's pretty overwhelming to take the training and hear the story as well, because it's just stories that are kind of so shocking.
And it's truth-telling, as Diane and I were discussing it. It's truth-telling, and it's all about the lived experience. I'm very, very well versed in that department, because I was impacted by the residential school with my siblings, and also I did attend the Indian Day School, and I also was the Indian Hospital. I was there for several months as a child. So all of this is bringing forward truth-telling of our lived experience. And
Hey folks, just going to step in and interrupt that conversation, which was absolutely fantastic so far with Diana and Barbie from the Carrier Sekani Family Services, and so much more insightful than we had originally planned for, which means we have to continue this conversation, and we're going to go do so on tomorrow's show. So stay tuned for the rest of that conversation on tomorrow's show about the Guna cultural training, a really meaningful one that we felt was important to include. So again, stay tuned for the rest of that tomorrow.
Taking a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day, courtesy of Mary Ridsale Burnett, who captured this sunrise over Beaver Mountain near McBride. And yes, one of those iconic peaks in the Robson Valley, Beaver Mountain, and then of course the falls below. Plenty of great stuff to capture in the Robson Valley. But also the sunsets sunrises are immaculate in this part of the province. So yes, Mary, yes, it is gorgeous, and we love to show it on CKPG. We'd love for you to send us some more photos, folks. snapshot@ckpg.com is our email. Hey there, got an idea or a suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
A crucial part to Prince George is the railway. There's really no other way to put it. The first steel structure in town is the bridge across the confluence of the Nechako and the Fraser. And now the Pacific Great Eastern Railway, otherwise known as the PGE, or Prince George eventually, was an important part. And L.C. Gunn was also an important part. You might know his namesake from the trail, but he's a pretty important part when it comes to the railway, which we'll look back on together in local history.
Taking a look back in the year 1952 in local history, Mr. L.C. Gunn pictured here, putting the last spike in the Pacific Great Eastern Railway. Its successor would have been BC Rail, which you may know today, but this had a lot of controversy over this rail company. It was known as PGE, Prince George eventually, because it took a long way to make its arrival here. But a very important part of this railway was L.C. Gunn, which is a very important part in Prince George history. And Prince George actually boomed in the years following this railway's arrival.
Very cool. Different time, a different day. Yeah, you don't really see them out there building many railways these days. So historical part of how we got to where we are today here in Prince George. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. Don't forget to enter the Power Play Getaway. Love to give you a trip to Vancouver to see a great sports team, a great hockey team. And you can do that just by entering online and making a guess. That's all you got to do. We'll see you for more great stuff to wrap up the week tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.